Hi all, this is a little introduction screen capture for the Groundsman app that you'll be using to collect data in EVB 203. The app is downloadable for both Android and iOS. If you don't have either of those operating systems or you don't have GPS enabled phone, we'll have iPads that people can use. Just remember that you'll need to get your data off the iPad at the end of each session. Groundsman is the little icon here in the top left-hand corner, is designed by QUT students for everybody at QUT to collect location-specific data. So it's a simple application that allows you to collect and store data locally. It doesn't go to a server, there's no registration, nobody's harvesting your information or selling you ads. It's free, it's ad-free, and it's ethical in that you only share the data that you want to share. You have complete control over everything that is collected inside the app, and no one else will ever see it except for what you share out specifically. Okay, so it's a little green G location button, and if we tap on the button, we get our screen coming up. When you first install, it will open up and ask for your user ID. Just put your student number in there. The reason for that is that every record that is recorded, every piece of information, will have a little field with your student ID, and that allows you to find your data in a class data set very easily later on in the semester. To change that and to check it, all we need to do is, across the four buttons at the bottom, we just tap on the settings button. Okay, and in here I've set my profile to lecturer, but in the lecturer set up the top here, you can just simply enter your student number, just an N and numbers in there. Okay, and just hit the return button, and that will set that for you. So you'll see lecturer points come up for the ones that I collect in the data set. Okay, underneath this we have our GPS data. We can set this to a different range of levels. We'll talk about this in week 5. Obviously, the best or most accurate GPS calculation will involve a bit more computation, so it will chew battery a bit faster. But we're only doing these in short sessions, and so you'll want to be able to collect that data as accurately as possible, so set your GPS accuracy to best. Underneath this, we have a setting for how many decimal places we'll be storing after the main point. The data is collected in decimal degrees. 5 or 6 or 7 decimal places is good. But we probably don't need 10 to 15. It is possible to increase these to very high levels. We'll talk about the difference between precision and accuracy at a later point in the lectures. And finally, underneath that, we'd like to be able to show the points that you've collected on the map, so that you can see where you've been and you can double check those points. You can leave lines off. We won't need to collect lines initially in polygons. When you finish, if you want to share your device, or if you're using an iPad, the Clear All Features button at the bottom will wipe all of the data from the app. So there'll be nothing left in the app. Finally, at the bottom there, we've got a log path on map. We'll play with that maybe later in the semester. We don't have to use it now, so you can leave it turned off. Okay, that's an introduction to setting up the settings for Groundsman, the app that we'll be using. Thank you.